kinds of things you wouldn't normally order, because we've done stuff that's way outside the box for my very narrow set of tastes, and it's all been good. So part of the fun here is that you get to explore something completely new. I mean, just the very act of signing up for this and then looking at all you could pick from is part of the joy. So don't cheat yourself out of that.
Yeah, you get to stretch yourself a little bit. It's awesome. So there you go. HelloFresh.com/IndyQ80. Use the promo code IndyQ80 at checkout. That's a huge help to the podcast, and a huge thank you to HelloFresh for continuing to support No Dumb Questions.
We love this stuff, and I'm really glad to hear that so many of you do as well.
We actually spoke a lot about Nicaragua today with my teacher.
Oh, really? What about?
Yeah, so I'm in this little town, and we're not out right now, it's too late, but there's people that follow you around with whistles, and they just constantly try to sell you a whistle.
There's always something.
Yeah. Anyway, so I was talking to the teacher about it, and she said, okay, well, your assignment right now is to write a letter or an email back home to somebody and tell them what you think about this weekend. And my letter was like, it's beautiful, the people are nice, everything. I just hate the whistles. I want the whistles to go away. Just being funny, right? And she got serious, and she goes, oh yeah, all the whistle sellers are Nicaraguan. I was like, what? She's like, yeah, the socioeconomic situation in Nicaragua is horrible right now, and we don't have a lot of police at the border. And so there's probably 5 million people in Costa Rica, and about 4 million votes in Costa Rica, and a lot of those people come from other countries and try to put in money. And so all these people you see on the streets selling stuff, those are Nicaraguans. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah, verdad. And so it was interesting. It was an interesting thing. This whole experience, the language is one thing, but learning about the different cultures is the most important thing.
Yeah. Well, and the language is the culture.
It is.
Yeah. Sounds like you're having fun, man.
Yeah, tomorrow's the last day. So we're on our way back, but yeah, it's been fun just because it's super challenging, and the kids have done great, man.
Yeah, well, maybe it's because it's 11 at night and we're having one of those halfway around the world conversations again that always end up being kind of thoughtful and intensive. But you sound good, my friend. You really
yeah.
do.
Well, you did too. And we had the same conversation last night. Or do you want to address that on the podcast, or do you want to not?
I don't mind.
Yeah. So things have changed for you, right?
Yeah. Life with chapters, man.
You officially retired from ministry?
Yeah. I'm not taking another church.
What's the plan?
The plan is, after an entire adult life of doing this, I'm going to continue to do things in the same vein, but I'm not going to do it through a single church. I'm going to try to keep an appropriate and healthy connection with this church as much as that makes sense, from a distance. When pastors get done with the church, they move.
Yeah, can I ask you a question though? Can I ask you a question? I mean, I did notice something. After you told me that you had retired, I went to the website. I was like, man, I really want to hear that Sunday sermon. And it's not there.
Nope.
It's not there on purpose, isn't it?
Yep.
What's up with that? I wanted to hear that. What's the deal there?
I could send you a copy. I have it. Felt like that was an in-house conversation.
Oh, you said a bunch of personal things.
Yeah, I talked about my family a lot, and I thanked people for stuff that, I don't know, I'm not trying to score points with the internet. Nobody needs to know exactly what things I said, but I had a lot of things I wanted to say thank you for, and felt like that was between me and the people in the room. So, anybody who wasn't there for church that week. Yeah, a lot of what I do ends up being for everybody on the interwebs, and that just wasn't. So, it was good. That conversation went great. It was really hard walking up there, man.
Are you good?
I feel amazing, my friend. This is not like moving on from a normal job. I feel like I'm just going to find out a whole bunch of stuff about life and my family and how relationships actually are. I live in a bubble. I'm a pastor. That's a bubble. It's a weird social spot, a really good one and a really important one.